Left for dead, alive with purpose. She was left bleeding in the dirt, half-conscious, broken and alone. He thought she wouldn't survive the night. But what he didn't know is that she'd survive him. This is not just a story of crime. It's a story of power, of pain, of rising. Her name is Alana Graves and she was left for dead. But today she's alive with purpose. It was a Thursday night in Atlanta. 11:43 p.m. Alana, 28, had just clocked out of her second job at a downtown restaurant. She was exhausted, her third double shift that week. The parking garage was mostly empty, except for a flickering light overhead and her own footsteps. She heard the sound, shoes scuffing too fast behind her. She turned, and then darkness. A man she had never seen before struck her with a tire iron. He dragged her behind a dumpster. He beat her, stripped her, took her wallet, her phone, nearly her life. I remember trying to scream but nothing came out. My throat burned. My ribs. I felt them crack. I thought, this is it. This is where it ends. Hours passed. She lay there in freezing night air, moving, bleeding, until a man named Terrence stumbled into the alley looking for recyclables. He thought she was a pile of trash. Then he saw her hand move. He ran to the corner gas station. Found a payphone. 911, what's your emergency? There's a lady. She's bad. She's not dead, but she's bad off. Paramedics arrived in under 5 minutes. Alana was rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital. She had a fractured skull, a punctured lung, internal bleeding, a shattered eye socket and a dislocated shoulder. Doctors later said it was a miracle she lived. A literal medical miracle. The Atlanta PD's Special Victims Unit took the case. No surveillance footage. No known enemies. But there was one clue, DNA beneath her fingernails. She had fought. And in doing so she'd left a mark. The DNA matched a man named Marcus Slim Dalroy. Age 32. Multiple arrests for domestic abuse. Released from Fulton County Jail 8 months earlier. Police found him hiding in his cousin's basement on the south side of town. He was wearing the same jacket seen in witness descriptions. Detective Roberts. He didn't even flinch when we cuffed him. Just smirked. Like we were wasting our time. Alana attended every day of the trial. Even when it hurt. Even when she wanted to disappear. She took the stand. Her voice trembled but didn't break. You don't get to decide who I become. I do. I survived what you did, and I will do more than survive. Marcus pled not guilty. Claimed mistaken identity. The DNA evidence said otherwise. After 3 days of deliberation, the jury returned with a unanimous verdict. Guilty. On all counts. He was sentenced to 45 years without parole. The bruises faded. The bones healed. But trauma lingers in invisible ways. Alana struggled with PTSD. Loud sounds. Being alone in elevators. Flashes of memory that knocked her breathless. She found a trauma-informed therapist through a local nonprofit. She joined a women's support group at her church. She began to write pages and pages of pain, confusion, and finally reflection. Alana, I hated the word victim. Felt like a label that shrank me. But survivor, that word holds fire. She enrolled in community college. Then transferred. Earned a degree in social work. Graduated top of her class. 3 years after the attack, Alana launched Voices in the Dark, a nonprofit that provides counseling, legal aid, and job training for women of color recovering from violent trauma. Her story was featured on national news. She was invited to speak at universities, prisons, even Capitol Hill. We're not statistics. We're not headlines. We are stories still being written. She began mentoring girls aging out of foster care. Her goal, to break the cycle before it starts. One girl said, Miss Alana made me believe I wasn't born broken. Alana was left for dead. But she woke up. And kept rising. She's not the same woman she was before the attack. She's stronger. Louder. Unshakable. She turned her pain into a platform. Her suffering into service. Healing isn't forgetting. It's remembering with power. And using it to pull others from the dark.